Hey, my name is Cheta, and on this channel, we bring Bible stories to life, one chapter at a time. Today, we are going into Daniel chapter 4, and I promise you, this one is going to stay with you. Let's go.
He was the most powerful man alive. His empire stretched from horizon to horizon. His palace made kings weep with envy. And then one morning, he woke up in a field, eating grass like an animal. His hair had grown like eagle feathers, his nails like the claws of a bird. And this is the story he told himself, in his own words. Daniel chapter 4 is extraordinary. It is the only chapter in the Bible written by a pagan king. Nebuchadnezzar himself wrote it. He opens with these words. Listen to them carefully. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at home in my palace, contented and prosperous. A man at the absolute top of the world. No fear, no enemies, no needs, just power, comfort and glory stretching in every direction. And then the dream came. The dream terrified him. He saw a tree, but not just any tree. It stood at the center of the earth, enormous, reaching up to heaven itself, visible from the ends of the earth. Its leaves were beautiful, its fruit abundant. Every creature found shelter and food in it. It was magnificent. And then a holy messenger came down from heaven, a watcher with a voice like thunder. Cut down the tree, the watcher cried. Trim its branches, strip its leaves, scatter its fruit, but leave the stump. The watcher continued, let him be drenched with the dew of heaven. Let him live with the animals among the plants of the earth. Let his mind be changed from that of a man, and let him be given the mind of an animal. For 7 years, until he acknowledges that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of men and gives them to anyone he wishes. Nebuchadnezzar woke up, shaking. The wise men came, the astrologers, the enchanters. None of them could interpret it. So Nebuchadnezzar called Daniel, and when Daniel heard the dream, he was silent for a whole hour. An hour, the king had to tell him, Daniel, do not be troubled by the dream. And Daniel answered carefully, My lord, he said, I wish the dream were about your enemies, but it is not. Daniel spoke the truth, even though it cost him. The tree is you, O king. You have grown great and strong. Your greatness reaches to heaven. Your dominion extends to distant parts of the earth. Then the hard part. You will be driven away from people. You will live with wild animals. You will eat grass like an ox. You will be drenched with dew. For 7 years, until you acknowledge that heaven rules. Daniel paused. Therefore, O king, break away from your sins, be kind to the oppressed. Perhaps your prosperity will continue. Nebuchadnezzar heard the warning, but 12 months passed and nothing happened. No judgment, no punishment, no consequences. And so the king forgot. He was walking on the roof of his royal palace in Babylon, surveying his empire stretching in every direction, and he said something that revealed everything about the state of his heart. Is not this the great Babylon I have built by my mighty power, for my glory? The words were still in his mouth, still in the air, when a voice came from heaven. King Nebuchadnezzar, this is what has been decreed for you. Your royal authority has been taken from you. You will be driven away from people. You will live with the wild animals. 7 years will pass until you acknowledge that the Most High rules. Immediately, the same hour, it happened. The most powerful man in the world lost his mind. His reason left him. He was driven from the palace. He left behind his throne, his crown, his advisors, his armies, his wealth, everything that had defined him, gone. He went to the fields. He lived among the cattle. He ate grass like an ox. His body was drenched with the dew of heaven night after night. His hair grew long and wild, like the feathers of an eagle, his nails, like the claws of a bird. 7 years, the king of Babylon in the dirt. But God had not abandoned Nebuchadnezzar. This was not cruelty. This was surgery. Nebuchadnezzar had built the greatest empire in the world, and had believed the lie that he had done it himself, that his power was his own, that his glory was self-made. God loved him enough to strip every false thing away, until the only thing left was the truth that heaven rules and no man, no matter how powerful, rules alone. At the end of 7 years, Nebuchadnezzar looked up. That is all it says. He lifted his eyes toward heaven, and his sanity returned. Because the moment a proud man looks up, truly looks up, everything can change. His honor and splendor were returned to him. His advisors and nobles came back to him. He was restored to his throne, even greater than before. And Nebuchadnezzar, the man who had once said, "Is this not the great Babylon I have built?" said something completely different now. And now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and exalt and glorify the King of heaven. Everything he does is right, and all his ways are just. And those who walk in pride, he is able to humble. Daniel chapter 4, the story of the king who looked up and found everything he had lost.
This was Daniel chapter 4. I hope it blessed you the way it blessed me when I first really sat with this story. If this video touched you, please share it with someone who needs it today. Subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. And until then, keep your faith strong. God bless you. I am Cheta, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.